Hey guys, and welcome to today's money making method video. Now today's money method video will be based around the mining skill, which are the best places to go and mine, along with locations, items which are best to use, and as well as the best profit. Now as you know, I've been doing a lot of money making videos lately, so if you have been enjoying, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video, because we are coming with pretty much 5 to 6 videos a week, varying from different money making methods, both high level and low level, along with the occasional Road to Max episode when I can get down to editing it and also get the clips on the noob account. And not only that, we're going to be coming with a new series to the main, which will be out very, very soon, related to necromancy and the road to the necromancy skill. So let's get started anyway with the mining guide, or mining sort of best spot to go and mine at for profit guide. So let's go through the items you're going to need first. So if I was to go into the mining skill thing here, so for a bonus XP mining set, there are 2 options. You have the set from the lava flow mine, which you can access at level 65 with the quest requirements of the King of Dwarves. Or you can start to collect gemstone golem fragments at level 70, and at level 80 you can actually create it with 20 invention. Now the golem has some benefits as well. You can go to a living rock caverns and not get attacked, which will link to a method later on, but we're mainly looking for it for the XP boost it's going to provide as well. So do you have 65 mining and the access to King of the Dwarfs, it is possible to get the gold mining suit beforehand for an XP buff. Me personally, the amount of time you're going to do it for, I would just go and get the pickaxe from the lava flow mines, because you're going to need it for the 99 pickaxe. Wouldn't really push hard for the gold mining outfit, because you are going to replace it at some point with the golem outfit. And mining nowadays, with the changes made to the skill, it's actually quite smooth and quick. And in terms of the skill as well, as always, please use the best pickaxe you can. You don't need to use a augmented pickaxe. If you have something between 70 and 80, a Bane or Necronium might be better, although Dragon and the Mikado are worthwhile as well. They can be augmented, and with the correct perks they can be a better option, although they are going to cost you a lot more money than the other 2 alternatives. It's whatever really works best for you. But now with mining, it really pushes for you to have the best possible pickaxe, which is why for this one I'm going to use the pickaxe Song on Earth. The ores which I've got listed in this video, they are not very high requirements. I think the highest level ore we're going to be mining today is level 40, and that's Lunite. Anything below this is what we're going to look to mine today. So yeah, so very low requirements, but just make sure to have the best pickaxe possible. Mining urns as well will give you more XP for mining. You're not going to get the best XP an hour because we're going to very low level spots, which are generating quite a bit of profit, but some mining urns will help as well. If you are a madman and you have done Slitska's endgame as well, you can use the urn enhancer for 20% bonus urn XP. And I will also be using as well a form of porters to deposit the ores into the bank. The premier artifact is an item if you don't have and you have access to get it, please do. It gives you a chance of 50% free sign of porters for an hour every single day. And also the Grace of the Elves, which is a big outlay to start with, but the benefits it'll bring to your accounts and the fact you can loot from the Seren Spirits will bring you some GP back, is pretty much a massive outlay for something which is definitely worthwhile for a skill like mining. Wearing this will give us a chance to bank up to 500 ores at once, and can be worked in combination with the artifact, so both can work in the same time for the first hour. But anyway, let's get moving to some spots and let's get mining, and I'll run over the GP per hour. If you do have a Dungeoneering cape, this is very good for... So, some other items as well to include is the Perfect Juju Mining Potion, which has a 10% chance to act as a porter as such. It will deposit items into your bank which you're mining. The Bracelets of Clay, which is important to one money making method we're going to do later on, and the Stone Spirits as well to the ores which we're going to mine. Now some are more beneficial than others, so the price of an Iron Stone Spirit is just 12 GP. Now compared to the ore price, which is 1.6k, it's massively beneficial to use that. Gold Stone Spirits do still make a profit, but they are a bit more expensive. They're 591 GP, and I think the ore's something like 900 GP. You are still going to make money because that Stone Spirit will create an extra ore, but it's just whether you want to use them as well. It does account for things like Yak Track. If you use Stone Spirits, it will count as 2 rather than just 1, because you're gaining 2 ores rather than 1. So that's pretty much all the items you're going to need to start mining. So let's go and start our first ore. We're going to go to the Dwarven Mine. Again, the Dungeoneering caves are very useful to go to these forms of areas. Anything with a sort of resource is very, very good. So the first one we're going to start on is the Illuminite Rock. So the Illuminite Rock also does have a Stone Spirit, which I've actually forgot to get. And the price of that is 2.4k each. Now, Illuminite makes 2.7 mil per hour. I'll just whack on the Grace of the Elves. And as you can see here, because we're such a high mining level and it's such a low ore and we've got a decent pickaxe, it's actually pretty AFK. Each swing is pretty much an ore. So for this account and this level, it'll be lesser so on lesser mining level accounts. It's pretty AFK and decent profit. All you need to do is just check in and just make sure your mining bar is up every now and then. The Luminite is 2.7 mil per hour. What is actually better than that is iron ore. Iron ore, for whatever reason, is absolutely mad in price at the minute, and it's a total price of 1.6k per ore. Now, when you combine that with the fact that the Stone Spirit is also very, very cheap as well, it's only 12 GP, iron ore has a chance of being very, very high profits for very low out costs. In terms of iron ore as well, you're going to be making roughly 3.2 mil an hour profit just from AFK mining. And especially when you're a lower level as well, if you need to power train your leveling beforehand, you usually train it on iron. Nowadays, training it on iron will bring you a lot of profit along the way as well. It may not be 3.2 mil to start with, but once you get your level up to a decent level and you're ahead on iron, it will be 3.2 mil an hour profit. So Living Rock Caverns is a update which came pretty much 10 plus years ago. It kind of revolutionized the mining skill, and it made mining an updated and AFK option. Now you've got two ways to do it here. You can run back to the deposit pulley to bank all your ore, or you can use your Grace of the Elves or your Porter and Premier Artifacts as well to make sure that you can bank it while still standing here. Because we've got the Golem outfit on, these living rock creatures will not attack us and not cause us to aggro onto that as well. The coal deposits, which is level 77 mining to do, you make roughly 1.8 million off. Not too bad, but for me personally, I would wait till I'm level 80 and then come to the gold rock deposits, which are a lot more AFK and a lot more profit as well at 2.4 mil per hour. A level 80 spot in this concentrated gold rocks is less profit than iron ore, which is correct. It's just how things are in the market. And the possible low availability of iron ore, it doesn't really come in many boss drops, contributes to that reason. So gold ore as well, you can make sure to be doing your gold spirits, your juju mining potions, and with your premier artifacts. It's very AFK, and you'll just need to make sure that you're making sure your character is active at one point. As you see by that action, you do put gold ore very, very quickly in your invo, and it's something where you will get a lot of mining XP per hour. This is probably the best form of training mining XP for profit per hour. 933 GP per gold ore. It will really rack up very quick, and it's pretty decent XP as well. This is probably the best place for the Juju mining potion because it will work within. It will also work with your premier artifact and your Grace of the Elves as well to make sure that your charges are used as lowly as possible. One massive benefit of using the Grace of the Elves with concentrated gold rocks is that for every 5 ores, you only use 1 charge of your porter. Now, this is only something for the concentrated gold deposits, not of the other rocks as well. The other rocks are just 1 for 1, whereas for whatever reason, the concentrated spots, both coal and gold, are 5 for 1. So your charges will last a lot longer, and your trips will be a lot longer as well, when combined with your other things like your mining potion and your premier artifact. So this is probably my favorite method for going from sort of 80 to 99. You can do things like Seven Stones later on, which will be a lot more AFK, but this will bring a lot of profit while still being relatively AFK. You will need to still activate your character every now and then, but nowhere near as much as it was in previous times. In terms of an XP as well, you should roughly get 123k per hour at concentrated gold rocks. You also could use a Lava Titan pouch or a Gargoyle pouch for a summoning boost to increase your XP, along with various forms of auras. The Quarry Master is pretty good and is pretty decent as well. So the last one of the mining methods I wanted to go over, it's only something which has really come into play the past couple of weeks due to this Fort update, and that is limestone. Now, limestone never really had a purpose in the game. It had some involvement in some of the quests with Mauritania, but in terms of actually buying limestone, there was construction, Mauritania storyline, and that was about it. However, because the fort is built on majority limestone and planks, whenever there is an update or hype around the fort, limestone at the minute seems to be going really, really high. Limestone is quite a low tier rock as well, so it's not going to take as much grief to mine. And because we've got access to Grace of the Elves and the Premier Artifact and all forms of boost to deposit, it's actually pretty decent money. So even though it says at the minute that limestone is only selling for a K, on a noob account quite recently, I have been able to sell uncut limestone for 3k. Some people would like to mine their own limestone and then cut it. It is not worth it. Instead, just sell that on a GE and spend the time you would be cutting mining some more limestone. So as we can see here, limestone price is 1k. I'm just going to go to the max guild now just to see what price you're selling. I'm not going to slow sell it. Slow selling will always get you a bit more profit. So let's see what it will sell for here. 1.2, which isn't bad. I do think we can get some more money for it, but like I said, that's 1.2k per ore for something which is quite easy and AFK, such as limestone. So for the final method of this episode, we are going to go to the Ifil district. Now this method will be a lot better when the Ifil song is on for the hour, because it gives you a 50% chance that your clay ore will be banked, but this is actually mining clay. Now here in the Ifil district, it is automatically soft clay, which is why it's going to be more expensive. However, if you use a bracelet of clay, every time you mine an ore, it will be double because of the bracelets of clay. Now, if we were going to see how much a clay is per ore, and as you can see, it's pretty much like the same. You just mine it in your AFK. So at 2.3k, and as you can see, the info is filling up very, very fast. Not as fast, obviously, as gold rocks at the concentrated depots, but it's actually not too bad at all. It is pretty and you will make a lot of money doing it. Now, because of this, mining this soft clay Profinus is actually 6.7 mil an hour. Play extend is a requirement, and access to Profinus is a requirement as well. But if you can get those requirements, which aren't technically that high nowadays, it's only 75 in some skills, you have access to a mining method which is 6.7 mil an hour, which is probably one of the best sorts of skilling methods for how AFK it is as well. It is by far the best mining XP. It is by far the best profit with mining on the game currently. So it's definitely something worthwhile doing. But that is the mining skill. That is the profit you can make from the low tier mining ores. I would normally do a higher tier version, but the higher tier ores don't really make as much profit as things like iron, concentrated gold, and clay. Now, if it was myself personally trading the noob account, I think for sort of 80 to 99, it would be a combination of the concentrated gold rocks, because that is insanely AFK and you're getting massive value for your side of porters from there. Clay, because it's just sheer profit, and as well now I'm doing limestone quite a bit as well, just to make sure that the time I'm AFK and I'm making the most profit possible. If I wanted to speed and train it more that way, I'd probably go and do something like Serene Stones, because I think it's a bit quicker. Mining isn't a quick skill anyway. Things like Dwarven Tools can also help with extra XP if you need it. But for me, I'd much rather chill and have the AFK XP. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have liked, please like and subscribe. If you've got any other points about the mining skill or more profit making methods, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do about making a video as soon as possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.